built like a Maserati, yoga folding like origami. What? I walk the walk, I talk the talk, I be saying what I want. When I had no deposit, closet was looking real bare. Now I made a deposit, my closet's looking super rare. Drove it really far. Crazy how did just happen, wishing on a star. It's a celebration, I ain't talking Mardi Gras. With a little patience, you'll be eating Budokan. What you want? What you want? Made some choices for a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin. Just being honest. Never let a manufacture stack like that. And if it getting toxic, tell the boy fall back. If it was back then, I'd be tripping off that. Took a little time just to get me on track. I went from snotty to snobby, got it like immune to everybody, this is stunt 101. Up in the club, throwing the cookies like hate it or love it, I just can't get enough. Labels keep calling me, I said move if you call me please, or don't even bother me. They said oh my apologies, they keep calling and calling. I keep stalling and stalling. Rookie of the year, my career snowballing. Got it. Made some choices for a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin. Just being honest.
You see, it's two type of people in life. There's people that wake up and wish they had it. And there's people that wake up and go get it. We go get it, baby. Let's go. Photo pour some.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Houston Texans and the Miami Dolphins. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Kadarius Toney going to elect to bring this one out, and ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They'll take that 14 yards on play number one. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw there taken in by Dorsett. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And the big boys up front. They're going to stop him right at the line. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Lance looking to throw it. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 27-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Let's go.
First and 10, it's Pierce. And he's going to be hemmed in and blocked down right at the line of scrimmage. It was Raekwon Davis with the tackle. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. but I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 12-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
Here we go.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Off of play action, here's Lance. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got us a turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
The Dolphins at 8-2 on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
A gain there of 21 yards. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. Catch. So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
52 blaster. Red cycle. White.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Tua. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 19.
Here we go.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
2nd down, here's Mostert again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Tua. This will be caught at about the 3. And the Dolphins are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a sharp throw right there on third down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want it to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a first and goal.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he's got his tight end Gesicki in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Pulls it in at the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Pierce takes it straight ahead. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Pierce now up the middle. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
He's going to float this one deep right side. Touchdown! Jalen Waddle, 53 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 44 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. There are times on carries like that where he looks a little bit older than his rookie status.
How many times have we talked when we've gone out to dinner about how precocious these youngsters are that come into the NFL now? They play at a higher level at a younger age. The stars aren't quite in their eyes as much as they used to be, huh?
And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Another carry for Pierce. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Lance. Left side, it's Dorsett. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
A run for Pierce out of the gun, and nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Now a play fake. Lance. And he's got Dorsett complete. Down inside the 10. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one good for 37 yards.
You can feel the effort all the way up here. He tried his best to get there. Didn't quite make it, but down around the 2-3-yard line, gotta love the effort, and especially the big play that gave his offense a great opportunity.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Again, it's Pierce. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Dameon Pierce with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Texans have got it back to within a score. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Okay, ready? A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw here taken in by Gesicki. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. They'll try and run here with Mostert. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
On the double.
Here's Tua. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Back to the running game with Mostert. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Tua. Touchdown, Dolphins. Cedric Wilson, an 18-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into... Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Nick Needham picks it off. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is... Get something on the board here before intermission. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick 6 on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
Running it out of the gun with Pierce. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And this will be a Texans first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Here we go.
First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Buying time to his left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Ready, set.
Looking to throw again on second down. Lance. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Ready.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Steven Nelson. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go into the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points? While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
To his throw, caught by his receiver, Hill. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's another first down, and that'll be a gain of 21 yards. Play action. Now it's Tua. Being chased out left. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long. Off of play action. Tagovailoa. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
On third down, here comes Mostert. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up fourth down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from the lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. The Dolphins can't convert on fourth down, and this Texans defense stands tall. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
Here we go.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Play action, now it's Lance. Dancing to his left. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And next time, Brandon, I think you might want to consider running it because those defensive backs, they were plastered to the receivers, and they weren't letting up as that play went on.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Pierce will try to pick it up. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 77 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3 and out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation. Pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
First down, they go right back to Pierce. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with a little gain.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Pierce. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe. It's still winding up short of the first down. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Here we go.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to get it back here just past the 35. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coach.
He's got a man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. It's a big play there for Miami. 55 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Here's Mostert. A good run on 1st down, and now they contemplate a 2nd and goal situation.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Again, it's Mostert. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jalen Waddle, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Dolphins have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 15 now. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Here's Tony to return it as he brings it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Give to Pierce. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. To throw, it's Lance. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Gets the dump off to Pierce. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. And they'll go for it. Lance. He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
Okay, right?
Now a handoff for Pierce. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Lance looking to throw it. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Over the middle, complete. It's Pierce. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Lance looks to throw again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Nick Needham picks it off. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, 5, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. This defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick 6.
And how about the way they played this entire game? Not only did they put their stamp on it, But every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick sixes, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here we go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pick up there of 20 yards. A three-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And now off to the races down the right side. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
And it'll be intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off, and the Texans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
What a stand there defensively. They force the 3rd and goal, force them into what they think will be a passing situation, and then they make sure to lock up all the receivers and come away with the interception. Sounds simple, but that was really well done.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Now Lance. Looking for Tony on the out route, and he's got him. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, Lance. That's underneath to Pierce. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. 4 yards remain for 2nd down. Here's Lance. That's complete to Tony. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 32-yard line. And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag.
Let's go.
A full start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Again, it's Lance. That incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's 2nd down.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
On 2nd and 15 now. Lance. And that'll be caught by Tony. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. The Texans on 3rd down. They've had good success. 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Desperation time here. Lance got his man complete over the middle. That's Jordan. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. No reason not to try it there. And they do indeed convert on 4th. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Defensively, Ogbanya Okoronkwo made the stop. 2nd down, here's Mostert again. Dropped at the 35, but he was able to display the agility there. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. They run with Mostert off the option. And now Mostert is going to be stopped up short. He did not get there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the 1st down, close it out.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Lance now to throw. Pass incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Throwing now is Lance. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And this is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 25 yards that time.
Come on, set.
They'll run here with Pierce. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Texans are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Let's go.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. That one looks like he'll throw here. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. On play action, here's Tua. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one. And oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And some room to run now. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ballgame.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Dolphins, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for Houston, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the Cleveland Browns.
Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game. I'm whipping in track, I was messed up suspension. I drove it so fast that I blew out the engine. I kept it too real ever since the beginning. I play offensive D, I might switch my position. The mama was thirsty, so I had to quench. I'ma drive real fast, cause you know I shoot quick. Just like Travis Kelce, I be having emotions. Just like a lamb, man, you know I'm exploding. My heart cold, bad, I ain't got emotions. passing it over. I'm quarterbacking like I'm Kyler Murray. Trying to win, I'm up at practice early. Going crazy, I just ripped the jersey. It's the first half and we done tried 30. We just up scoring them, boy. I told my boys, it ain't no limits. Told all my dogs, it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game.
Money on my mind, head in the game. It's like I scored again, diamonds on them dance. I can hear the music playing with them bands. Crowd going wild, dived in the fans. I'm locking in on a mission, I tell them my vision. You young and she get like me. I got your shorty, she with me. I gave her a jersey, I told her to join my team. It's best you go where it's safe. You know how I play. I get to a sack like Frank. You can teach money to fly. I turn it a hop. I catch it and go to the bank. Let's go.
I told my boys, it ain't no limits. Told all my dogs, it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game. Steelers, I'm in the field, yup, just like a Steeler. Oh, this your girl, my band had the Steeler. I hop on the beat and I float like a river. I caught a TD, yeah, right across the middle. I'm speaking thanks, boy, you telling riddles. Can't hang with the gang, so we had to sit them down. I'm in LA, riding around in the Ram. My dog just called, say he finna touch down. When I call a play, you won't hear a sound.